Hello and welcome to CFC Fan TV. I am over the moon at the moment. Things have been fantastic, haven't they? Just, it was a week ago that we were playing Tottenham. We were nervous. We were going into that game and we've come out of that. And then we had Southampton midweek and we've come out of both games with a 4-2 victory. It's just brilliant. It's so good that we're finding form and scoring goals at this stage of the season because it's crucial. This really is the business end. Tottenham are on our tail, but so far, so good. I'm really, really confident. I've said it all year. Since the turn of this year, I was convinced that we were going to win the league, and my feelings have certainly not changed. We go into what is, perceived by me at least to be our last hard, using that word loosely, but it's our last hard game of the season. We're going away to Goodison Park. It's a really, really tough place to go. I can't go. My dopey cousin has booked his stag do for this weekend, so I'm going to be in the States celebrating his last few days of freedom, or whatever they call it. With him, Sophie's going to be going, so I will be watching this game from New York City, which I'm very much looking forward to. I think the first thing that we need to talk about with regards to the fixture is we need to toughen up. Like there seems to be a crest of kind of movement among Chelsea support that we're all really nervous at the moment. We're really on edge and really worried about Tottenham. Tottenham fans seem to be enjoying that and singing songs that they're coming for us. They were away at Palace the other day. They got a good win, brilliant goal. Perhaps they didn't deserve it, but whatever. They got the win that they needed. And their fans are singing that they're coming for us, and Chelsea fans seem really nervous. I put something up on Twitter whereby I was hounded, and it's ridiculous. They're singing that they're coming for us. They met us the other day. We smashed them 4-2 and dumped them out of the cup at Wembley. I don't understand why we're scared. So come on, Chelsea, show a bit of bollocks. This is, we're in charge here. They are certainly chasing us, and they would, you wouldn't swap positions with them, would you? So I think the first thing that we really have to do here is just toughen up, because we've got this. We really have. Everton away is definitely tough, but, we talk about Tottenham's form, and the majority of their good form has been against average teams. They came up against a good team last week and got smashed. They're coming up against a team that have rediscovered a bit of form, their local rival. So I think that there's potential for them to drop points this weekend. There is also potential for us to drop points. I don't think we will. I think we're going to win this game. But Everton are good. They're exceptional at home at the moment, and they've got a good record against us. I think they've won 5 in their last 7 games against Chelsea at Goodison Park. So it's going to be tough. We know it's going to be hard. I was there last year when they whooped us. Stephen Naismith scored a hat-trick, so I don't remember that one so fondly, but the previous season was probably my favourite game of the year that year. We went there, we won 6-3, Diego Costa was incredible, we really gave it to Coleman and Howard, and it set the tone for that season. We won the league that year, we won the League Cup that year, and that game really did typify that season. 6-3 away from home at Goodison Park is the sign of champions, so I'm hoping for more of the same this weekend. It's obviously going to be tough, we know it's going to be tough. We know they've got a good record against us, but I think it's important to note that we have a very good record against them as well. In terms of all the Premier League goals that we have ever scored, we've scored 80 Premier League goals against Everton. That is the second best. If you can name the team that we have scored the most Premier League goals against, there's a prize in it for you. How to do this? Sophie's going to be at Goodison Park, so go up to Sophie. Sophie knows the answer. Tell it to her, and she's going to give you a present. But I think it's important to remember, we scored 80 goals against Everton, so they should be worried about us as well. We were also magnificent against them this year, earlier at Stamford Bridge. We won 5-0, and that was probably our performance of the season. Do you agree with that? I've said that flippantly, just off the top of my head. There's been some brilliant ones. Obviously, Manchester United at home is a contender. I really enjoyed Wembley against Tottenham. Arsenal at home was good, but I think for me, the performance of the season is a 5-0 against Everton. So do me a favour and comment below. Do you agree with that? Was that our performance of the season? The other thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about ahead of this massive match against Everton is Diego Costa. I think that he's coming for a bit of stick, and I think it's unfair. He's now up to 19 Premier League goals. He scored a fantastic goal, wasn't that a beautiful goal against Southampton? And it's ridiculous that he gets so much stick. People talking about dropping him. That idiot Charlie Skillen was talking about dropping him. It makes no sense. I mean, I know Conte did it and it worked, but it doesn't make any sense to me. He is the best striker at the club, undoubtedly. I think he's in the top 3 Premier League strikers that there are at the moment, and his goals are solely responsible for 15 points. That's huge. You take his goals away from Chelsea this season and you lose 15 points. No other player in the league has contributed that amount of points directly from their goals, so it really is an incredible thing. The other thing that I wanted to flag is just the brilliance of Cesc Fabregas. I just think he's so good. I really think I liked the way that we played 3, Kante, Matic, Fabregas against Southampton. It freed up Hazard. It worked very well early on in particular. And I just think that Fabregas is such a good player. He's also played his part in 8 goals in 7 games against Everton. So he's got good form against them as well. And I just think that we really do now need to be coming up with a way of putting him in the side. So my team is up now, as you can see. And for me, Cesc Fabregas has to play. There is no doubt about it. The only thing left to talk about is Everton, and they're good. They're on excellent form. Ronald Koeman has done a brilliant job there. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen that I was at the Everton training ground this week. I was just doing something with Ross Barkley, which was really interesting, really exciting to be part of. And they're good, and I think Barkley's an incredible player, but we have to talk about Romelu Lukaku, don't we? I think he's scored 24 goals this season, top goal scorer in the Premier League. He's probably going to win the Golden Boot, barring a huge challenge from one of the other contenders. And he's shone. There's no doubt that he's an incredibly natural goal scorer, and we really are going to have to keep him quiet, which we've done in the past. He's played against us 5 times now, never scored a goal. So more of the same, and hopefully we won't have to worry about him ever again, because he'll be in a blue shirt this time next year. It's going to be brilliant. It's going to be incredible. We're going to smash them. That's the attitude I want from everybody. Football is about giving it the big one, and we're the best. So, I can't see it being a problem. And it really is one hand on the Premier League trophy. Go on, you Blues.